So we were talking earlier about Disney.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite Disney character?
My favorite Disney character, Mr. Toad.
Mr. Toad?
Yeah. Hey.
That is a what do you call those guys?
Zoom zooms.
Zoom zooms.
Yes.
They never
There he
resemble
is.
the
He's
thing
so
they
cute.
are.
He looks nothing like Mr. Toad.
He looks nothing like
but
Mr.
he
Toad.
keeps me company here.
Yes, Jasmine loves Mr. Of course, if you've ever emailed Jasmine before, you'd see Jasmine Toad at AOL.com. Yes, we have AOL.
Yes.
Leave us alone. Don't make fun of us.
I've kept it because that was how I met Matt
Jasmine
21 years
doesn't
ago,
like to
and I am
change
sentimental about my email address. Anyways, I'm Jasmine Toad because Mr. Toad is my great uncle. My grandma used to tell me that when I was little.
That's a weird thing for.
I thought so, but then she'd go on Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, and now I
just
don't
live it up.
Now I don't drive. So.
Okay, here's a bit of trivia for you.
Oh dear.
Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. I've been on the ride. How many times would you say I've been on that? 100.
I was gonna say 150, but yeah,
okay.
maybe. Yeah.
So
Some titanium
I've never sat in the driver's seat. Always Jasmine. That's the only time Jasmine never drives.
You always drive when it's a regular car.
When it's a real, yes.
Yeah.
And then when you drive, it's a all dark ride.
Yeah, I drive on Autopia also.
Jasmine doesn't drive. Yeah, she drives. Also, I've never driven on Autopia. Yeah. Only Jasmine.
Mm-hmm.
So if you ever want to die, let Jasmine drive your car.
I drove every day to work when I worked at Disney in Kansas, and I drove to school every day when I went to UMKC.
And it was a blessing when she returned.
Well, I didn't go every day. I
always thought she'd come back dead.
I got in one accident, and it was not my fault. The judge said so. But he did. You were there.
I saw him in Mr. Toad's Wild Ride.
Not that, Judge.
Guilty. That is all.
Bad. No.
So, what's it? Everybody, what's your favorite Disney character?
Hey, yeah, I want to know this because I get to I get to submit characters for my next contract. So
my favorite Disney character is I'm the guy that likes the obvious things. I like Sorcerer Mickey. Sorcerer Mickey is my favorite Disney character.
He's on your credit card.
He's on my credit card. I like Sorcerer Mickey. I think he's awesome.
No, I like Mr. Toad, obviously. I like
what about
Tinkerbell.
princesses? What's your favorite Disney princess?
Mine is Princess Jasmine, and it's not because my name is Jasmine, and because she has long black hair and has a cat, and is married to Aladdin. But no, I like Jasmine though.
Like Jasmine?
Mm-hmm. Okay. I like Merida. I don't think I've seen enough stuff with her. I think my second favorite might be Tiana, but she's only a princess because she marries, I guess he's a prince that she marries later. But she's actually kind of like a businesswoman also.
Yeah, that's your
yes.
shtick.
No, it was funny when I saw her at Disney World. I talked to her a little bit about being a Southern businesswoman. I thought that was funny. Because the friend of Tiana who was being Tiana then had also come to my Pop Gallery show, so she recognized me, and we talked about being Southern.
Okay, so here's what we got so far.
What do we got?
Buddy, he says his friend loves Tigger and Figment.
Okay.
So apparently Buddy himself doesn't have a favorite character.
Okay.
But his friend loves Tigger.
Okay. Tigger's good.
All right, and then there's Carrie says Cheshire Cat.
Okay.
No surprise there.
Yeah.
Cheshire Cat's kind of creepy.
It's funny, I've painted the Disney Cheshire Cat twice, but in the same painting. Because if you look at my Alice in the Garden, you see him close up and then you see him far away.
Then Melody, who's kind of in the Matt camp, says Mickey is her top favorite.
Mickey's, honestly, I do.
Merida.
Merida's
amazing.
Merida's
fucking fantastic. Brave is phenomenal.
That does not get enough attention. I thought about it'd be fun painting Moana when she's in the Sea of Monsters there. That is pretty impressive. But I think they'd probably want me to do a less terrifying version of her.
Strange 13 says Jack and Stitch are his faves. Oh man. I love both. I love Jack Skellington.
Well, I don't know if some of these people might not know, but I have told some people. So it is okay. These are my patrons who are watching. Mostly patrons and people who are clever enough to find me here. That's the same camp. My next painting of Disney is Jack and Sally.
Okay.
For The Nightmare Before Christmas 25th anniversary. If you can believe, or 25th anniversary. If you can believe it's been 25 years, it has been. But that won't be until later this year, and they won't have prints or paintings. They will only have merchandise, postcards, shirts, drinkware, etc. Disney has said I could say that, so we're good. Okay. Yeah. No, they told me I could.
And also Stitch. Stitch is amazing.
Oh, I love Stitch.
We love Stitch. Stitch is hilarious.
Yes. I have two of my favorite shirts are Stitch that I have. I have that one that Kristen did. Cuddly Rigor Mortis.
Oh, we have there's some, if you want to see some great Stitch art.
Oh my gosh.
Go to the Wonderground Co-op at Disney Springs here. Or look at Kristen Tersek's art.
Yes.
I have one upstairs, so I could probably.
She's wonderful. Also in California, they have her things at the Wonderground Gallery at downtown Disney.
And Black Widow, who's very clever, says they agree Sorcerer Mickey is awesome.
Yeah, Sorcerer. I like all the Fantasia ones because I like the music.
But they love magic classes. Mickey plus magic class equals win.
That's a very, very good point. Yes.
And then Buddy says probably Buzz Lightyear for me.
Okay.
Pixar is a whole nother thing.
Pixar is a whole nother thing.
I love Buzz Lightyear too.
Buzz Lightyear is a wonderful character.
You know who I like from that is Jessie.
I like Jessie too. That's what I wonder sometimes with the Disney ones when it's something co-branded like the Pixar or the Star Wars, it's harder for me to get the contracts for. But Jessie would be a great one to paint. She almost looks like one of my characters already. She's got a lovely, cute round face and big eyes.
Yeah, she is cute.
I'm still holding out for Elsa and Anna from Frozen, though. It's funny, they put a moratorium on Frozen for a while because too many of their third-party artists were requesting it. So I'm hoping I'll get to paint them eventually. I had a couple false alarms, but here's hoping.
A lot of characters are overlooked.
Yeah, you don't see a lot of Tiana stuff.
No. Or Pocahontas.
Pocahontas, yeah. Tiana, though, I really like we're talking about swamps and things. I like the swampy backgrounds, and she's got alligator friends, and, I like frogs and toads, and there's a lot of that happening. I like New Orleans.
Oh, man.
It'd be kind of... Yeah.
New Orleans is my favorite city in America.
It's a good city. I like it a lot. You've been there more recently than I have.
I have.
I missed out last time.
Anybody been to New Orleans? I think, Buddy has.
I know Buddy has. Wait, Carrie, hasn't Carrie been there?
I don't know.
She's been to, she's in Pensacola. I think, didn't they go to Jazzland or one of the theme parks there or something?
I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe they'll tell us.
Maybe so. She's probably painting herself and just has me on for the background. But no, I love New Orleans. Fun tune.
Oh, Tina Thomas.
Oh, okay. Oh, hi, Nini.
Hi.
Tina. Good to see you.
Using her husband's account since she doesn't have one of her own.
Gotcha.
Just wanted to say, I don't drive either. My poor husband ferries me around.
Yes. That's the way to do it. That's
my lot in life.
That's a good way to do it.
And Carrie says yes, she's been in New Orleans once.
Yeah, I figured she would be. She's in Pensacola, so.
Oh, her honeymoon was there. That's
really?
excellent. That can be a very romantic city.
It is. It's also kind of a grown-up city. Not in the ways you'd think, but it's also that, but it's a grown-up city.
Yeah, during the day it could be a lot of fun with kids.
Yeah, that's true.
Nephews, but...
Oh yeah, I remember we did the thing where you do a boat ride to the aquarium and then you do a boat ride to the zoo from it. That was fun. That was very, very fun. I like that. I just like walking around like the Garden District and all the old houses and God, I remember like 20 years ago you could get some of those old houses in the Garden District that hadn't been refurbished yet back before it was a thing.
Yeah.
And you could I remember what is it the house that has the corn stalk?
Corn roast. Oh my gosh, that house is huge. It's amazing.
Huge, and I think it sold for like around $120,000 or something
Originally,
in the 90s. But in the 90s. Back before people were gentrifying and buying up fancy houses there and redoing them, and of course, I would have been like in 6th grade then, so I wouldn't have been buying houses, but I feel like it's a missed opportunity every time I think about that house.
Carrie says she was 19.
Yeah.
She was in New Orleans.
Ah.
Dang.
The first time I went there, I was just barely old enough, I think, to get a drink. And I remember buying one drink the whole time. We bought one hurricane each at Jean Lafitte's blacksmith shop, and that's the only drink I ever got there. Yeah,
that is rumored to be, or not rumored, but it's one of the bars.
It's the contested oldest establishment that is still working in the United States. Yes.
So we don't know if that's the truth, but it's supposed to be haunted.
It's the oldest place. Why wouldn't it be?
When I went there, it wasn't haunted. Last time I went there, it wasn't haunted, except with a bunch of crazy people.
Well, there you go. Probably a lot of bachelorette parties or something.
There were a ton of bachelorette parties. I was worried about them. They were they were just stepping all over each other. It was awful.
I think New Orleans is used to having people who are just like falling down in the street drunk all the time.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Bourbon Street.
Oh yeah, it's on Bourbon Street, but it's a historic building, and I remember being impressed the first time I was there by the fact they didn't have internal lighting, like electric lighting.
No.
Like the waiters would come, or the bartenders would have a little flashlight. They'd have to show it to you. It's from, golly, is it the 1700s? It's old. Like older than America old. Yeah, it's super old.
It's crazy.
Because New Orleans has been under, 7 different countries or something. Not 8, because it's Amelia Island. Oh, hi, Shaylee! We just saw you in Glastonbury. We're just talking about Glastonbury. Obviously, I'm going with the background first. So I'm actually using the same sort of orange color I used on the monarch butterflies to do the background.
Oh, Death Dealer 72 is now following.
Yay! I always want to be followed by a death dealer.
Shaylee D, her partner Mark Bell.
Yes.
We were having a really good conversation with them.
Yes, that was one of my highlights of Glastonbury.
Shaylee D is from the UK.
Yes.
I forget what part. You're not too far from London, I believe. But man, we had a good time talking.
They're both on Patreon too. Look them up. Shaylee D, Mark Bell. Well, he follows people on Facebook.
But yes, I follow Shaylee D up at Patreon.
Yes, she just started up there.
Are you thinking about doing something like Twitch? Always wait for a response. There is a bit of if you guys don't know, there's a bit of a delay.
A lag, yeah.
So it's not necessarily a lag. I see the messages.
I think it's supposed to be so you can moderate them.
It's probably so I can moderate them. So when I've said something, I probably said it like, I don't know, 10 seconds ago.
Yeah. We can always change that in the settings, but I forget where the settings are. I just kind of set everything up really quickly. Right. I'm just happy it's actually working the first time we tried. I'm amazed, actually. Things usually don't work that way for us.
It's great. I'm happy that this is a nice little, not a crazy amount of people or anything.
No, that's why I wanted to make it Patreon first. I wanted to make it Patreon only first because I didn't want strangers or other random people until I knew the computer. And that's great when they do that, but eventually. But I just wanted to try this out at the beginning and see how well it works. So.
Well, the way I made a lot of progress on that.
Yeah. Well, this is still very low levels of design, but it looks like it's progress. But it's really me sketching still. Yeah. Well, what I wonder is the next time that we do this, if I'll still be working on the same painting or not, or if I'll finish it. Painting like this usually takes me about 40 hours, so it depends how much hours of painting I get, like a painting of this size. We shall see. Depends when the next time we come online is.
You're in Somerset.
Oh, okay. Well, it's by Glastonbury then. Glastonbury's in Somerset.
So yes, we have a. The sad thing is we'd have to get on pretty early for most of our UK people.
I know.
Unless they want to stay up late. And I feel bad making them stay up.
Like I said, though, we might do a travel version of this that we can bring to the UK and broadcast when we're there.
That would be awesome.
And then everybody else can stay up late. So, yeah. Or if we ever want to do a crazy midnight thing, or early morning. Well, that's the thing.
Do you think
we need
talking
better
pain
blinds.
slows you down at all?
Yes, but not too much.
Yes.
It does, but not an insane amount.
What
I mean, I've gotten quite a bit done, but I think it was just the thing I do is I listen to music usually in earphones or an audiobook, and I kind of zone out and I get those alpha brain waves that make you work faster because you're kind of half dreaming at the same time. I think I work a lot faster in that, but it doesn't slow me down a lot. Yeah.
Jasmine asked me when we talked about Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
I had watched a few artists, and she said, "Well, were they able to get work done?" And I said, "Well, some of them, but it seemed like a lot of they were caught up in chatting and like typing back people." So that's when Jasmine said, "Well, why don't you do that?"
Yeah, Matt's doing the typing.
I'm like, okay, I'll hang out because what this is like is kind of like hanging out with us.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
that's what it feels like. So that answers Carrie's question. And Shayla D says, been to Dorset, because I'm asking her.
Dorset.
Well, that's a thing.
Dorset. I know.
Says Dorset.
On toast.
Lovely
I know. We talked about
the only reason I asked about.
Because we talked about Toast of London quite a bit.
Dorset is because Ham talks about
ham on toast.
And that's a show that Americans probably aren't going to know.
It's on Netflix now, so they have no excuse if they don't.
Yeah.
But it's the best program ever made, the TV show called Toast of London.
Toast of London is phenomenal. It is the best show.
Yep.
Death Dealer 72 says hello.
Hello, Death Dealer. Thank you so much for following me.
Carrie says it's working perfect with both of us on.
Yay! I'm glad.
You're too kind.
Yay!
Well, not too kind. You can be a little bit more kind, Carrie. In fact, you're not kind enough.
She's pretty kind.
She's pretty kind.
Yeah.
She's a Southern Belle.
I know she is.
Carrie is a Southern Belle.
Yes, she is.
I mean,
in all the good senses of that word. Yes.
Yeah. This is good so far.
Yeah.
I mean, we need to tweak our Twitch.
Yes. Guess that's a sentence.
Well, see now if Jasmine left me up to devices, I was thinking, well, why don't we call ourselves why don't you call yourself the Wicked Twitch of the West?
Oh, dear.
We call ourselves the Twitches of Eastwick.
Oh, that actually I like that.
You like the Twitches of Eastwick though, huh?
I do like that one.
Okay.
No, I just like John Updike sometimes. So.
Sometimes, but then there are days where you're just like, no.
There are times I do not like John Updike. No, I can talk an hour about that, but
okay.
I don't know. But I'm not going to. I just read an article 2 days ago that was the David Foster Wallace critique of John Updike. So I could expand upon that, but that'd probably have to be a different channel because it wouldn't be Twitch Creative anymore.
So Mark was watching, but he went to bed. And then she says, "Ha, no, Dorset." Also, it's 1:20 a.m. there.
Oh.
And she's staying.
Aw, thank you, Shane.
Good for you. You know what? You're good to do that. I don't do well past like 11 p.m. I turn into like a.
Once it's after midnight, you start sleeping until like 7 the next day. Yeah, I know. 7 is probably early for some people in the morning, but for us it's late.
Well, if I stay up at 12, I have to get up at 7 because I need my sleep. So it's difficult. But I like to get up at 5.
What I'm doing now is I'm just dry brushing in some lighter areas of where I want the trees to be next to my light source. So I'm kind of adding some more yellow. I have all of the Hansa yellows. My favorite one is called Hansa Yellow Medium. I like that one. I
That-
feel,
you're not.
sorry, I feel it has the most pigment load of all the Hansa yellows. There's Hansa Yellow Light, which I don't know what it is, but I think it's Hansa Yellow medium mixed with white paint, so I think it's kind of not as pigment loaded. I like the medium, it's good. The dark one feels like it has brown in it, so medium is the best. Then you can mix it with anything else and it makes it super yellow, as opposed to only kind of like putting Dijonnaise on something. Guess. Oh, I hear a kitty.
Kitty.
I don't know. I hear their collar jingling. It's not Sunshine, is it? It's Sunshine.
Growly bit my toe earlier.
Yeah.
I tried not to shout.
We ever call a cat Growly? Her real name is Gamera.
Yes, Gamera.
Yeah.
Like the turtle. The turtle.
She's a tortoiseshell and she's cross-eyed, so we call her Gamera.
Yes.
It's not
still
random.
Like the turtle.
Okay. Yeah, just like the turtle.
The turtle that's a giant
From the
kaiju.
good movies, yes.
The good movies. The very, very awful movies that Jasmine likes. Now, I like bad movies, but I don't like Godzilla movies.
Godzilla and Gamera are two different companies. It's like
care.
saying Bugs Bunny and Mickey Mouse.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Gamera, I think, is a little bit superior, but they're awful.
Gamera is a friend
it's
to
good
children.
As King Kong.
Yeah.
Kong is good. It has a story.
Well, it depends which King Kong, but most of them do.
I don't know. Kaiju are pretty popular.
Yeah, people seem to like them more than they used to.
Does anyone out there like Godzilla?
To be fair, I'm not that into Godzilla.
Yeah, does anyone out there like Gamera?
Gamera is fantastic.
Rodian.
Okay, well, what about Gas? Chaos is wonderful. What about that planet that only has gases on it? They don't even touch that as a storyline.
He said, "Now I can say how beautiful to see this painting transforming before her eyes."
Aww. Much better than arguing about Godzilla and gas.
No, we will continue to argue about Godzilla.
No.
And people will have to listen to it. No. But
yeah, if people can see what I'm doing, I don't know how well it shows up here. I'm taking lighter colors of the yellow and brown and orange, and I'm smudging it around with my finger. I don't know if you can see my fingers, but they're awful now. Does it show up on your screen?
It will show up.
It will in a minute. Okay. Yeah. So it shows my fingers, and you can see how it's all crusted with horrible yellow stuff. But I'm putting that around the edges so it looks like it's bits of light hitting the leaves. Because apparently it's kind of autumn. Not that I want it to be autumn, but I think that autumn colors match the idea of monarch butterflies, even though they actually come in the summer. They are yellow and brown and orange. That's more of not a real scene that would ever happen, but it's something that I think the colors complement each other.
Same as Jasmine on Godzilla, though. LED.
See? All the smart people.
Now, if you're cool, you don't call him Godzilla, you call him Gojira.
No, that's if you're pretentious. Or Japanese. Sorry.
No, we're a fan.
Okay. Hey,
no, I don't
you've
call
seen
him Gojira.
That book that's up on my bed, right on my nightstand, right?
On which thousand?
About Toho Studios?
Oh, yes.
Not to be confused with the Florida Water Company.
I don't like kaiju. I don't get it. No,
okay, well, it depends what you call kaiju. Do you what? Okay, what? Okay. How about that South Korean movie we saw, The Host?
That's
not the
better.
Stephanie Meyer book, but the Korean movie, The Host. That was good. How is that not a kaiju movie? How is that not a kaiju? All the kaiju movies have a story. They're just sometimes poorly dubbed.
Oh, and they're making a Rampage.
What's that?
Rampage, the old video game that's coming next to a film. A feature film starring
an American
Dwayne
movie.
Johnson.
Yes, it's an American. You were just singing his praises actually, but
Dwayne Johnson does You're Welcome. But now he's in Rampage. I used to play Rampage.
I used to play Rampage with you when we go to arcades and things.
Jasmine is not good at video games.
Pardon?
I said you're great at video games.
I thought that's what you said, but it's hard with the lag. I couldn't tell.
I'm sorry, yes.
I thought
Jasmine is very good at video games. What video game are you good at, Jasmine?
Mario Paint and Videomation.
Mario Paint and Videomation. Do you also get paint on your face? Because Shaylee D does.
I do on my mouth and my teeth.
Yeah,
but
yes.
not on my face.
I
don't eat my paint. I have a behavioral problem where sometimes I have a nervous tick and I put my paintbrush in my mouth over and over again. I use non-toxic paints. It's fine. And I haven't done it a lot while I'm filming. So. But it doesn't end up on my face. It's on my teeth, which are pieces of calcium, which is basically like a rock that you can clean at the end of the day, or on my lips, and I can put lip gloss on and clean it off. So there you go.
Buddy's good at Animal Crossing.
Yes. Oh, I was good at Animal Crossing too. Good. Yeah. See,
but
I wrote really good letters.
Yes. To your house once. I went to your house
only because I had
roaches in it.
Well, that's because I had been somewhere far away,
but
and
it was because you could run around and you could
step on them. But that was before. That was back before they had any sort of like Game Boy type of thing you could do with it, you know.
Yeah.
Or
now
phone type thing.
Animal Crossing on their
on their phones. Yeah, that's fine. But back in the day when we had it only on our console, I would lose track of it for a few weeks. That wasn't me being bad at it. I caught lots of fish and lots of insects, and it basically looked like my studio, but it was a video game. It was great.
Likes Rampage.
Rampage is a great game.
Rampage is fun.
Yes.
I personally like the wolf guy.
What other games am I good at?
Let's see.
That driving game where the London Eye falls off its thing and chases you around?
Sometimes, Jasmine, if you guys ever get a chance, I don't remember what the name of the game is.
I don't know the name of it either. If you ever get the chance
to go to the Contemporary Resort.
At Disney World.
Okay. It's on the monorail track around the Seven Seas
You don't have to be
near
staying
the Magic
there.
Kingdom.
Yeah.
I know everything about it. And there's an arcade in the Contemporary Resort.
Yeah.
And there's this game that Jasmine likes to play. She likes to play racing games, and she likes to crash horribly.
It's because I don't drive.
Here's the thing.
I don't like real driving.
She likes driving on Mr. Toad's Wild Ride.
Yeah.
She likes driving on
Autopia.
And she likes driving in these video games things. So,
Mario Kart? Oh, that's a video game.
Mario Kart.
No, sorry, that is a video game. Wow. Okay, yeah. I wasn't even thinking.
You thought Mario Kart was real?
No.
Jasmine, okay, when Jasmine drives, she throws giant red turtle shells at the fellow drivers on the road, which she calls opponents.
No.
Sunshine, get down from there. No.
Baby, honey. Oh, Shisa, get her off there. Okay. Sunshine. You won't have to go in the bathroom next time. This is
crap.
you called her baby. Now she's after you. Okay.
Because I was talking and sweet to
you. can hold her nicely.
Oh, my God.
She's standing on her hind legs now. Okay. Sorry.
Baby.
There you go. Here's a baby. Here.
Sometimes I'll hold my little Sunshine like a baby.
Let me put her on the camera for a second. I think that's what she really wants.
Oh, she wants to be on my shoulder.
She wants to be on your shoulder. That's fine.
She's a shoulder cat.
Your shoulders are a lot bigger than mine.
Thank God.
Why?
Well, if suddenly your shoulders are bigger than mine,
then I could probably enter contests or move furniture or something. Yeah, be great.
Okay, let's look.
That's okay.
Don't you jump on anything important.
Wow.
All right, so Sunshine's on my shoulder.
Isn't that a
Buddy
song?
says he heard that there's a new Animal Crossing in development for the Switch. We don't have the Switch.
We don't.
We have a broken Wii. I don't have any video games now.
We have lots of old video games.
We have lots of old video games.
We also have that thing that Nick made us with the and very, very old like ROM emulation sort of things.
I have an NES with a bunch of old games.
We have an emulation ROM machine that my brother-in-law, who makes video game machines for a living, that made for us.
Yes, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I like playing those.
They have a store in Kansas City called
Rampage is on there.
Daydreams. Yeah, Rampage is on there. Yeah. Okay. I don't know if this is too overexposed or not. It might be. But it's fading from the orangey yellow of the trees into the slightly more yellow and then turns into white closest Fireheart.
Concrete Prophet followed us.
Oh, thank you, Concrete Prophet. And what is it?
Relicazian.
Oh, thank you for following us too.
Didn't hear the beat.
Yeah, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know why. Again, this is our very first Twitch broadcast ever, so we're probably doing a lot of things wrong and are missing a lot of important stuff.
Shayla D has a question, movie-related question. Do you think you would ever do a painting relating to the Shape of Water?
I loved The Shape of Water. I asked over and over and over again that we could go see it, and then eventually we saw it on our anniversary or Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Anniversary. Yes, we did see it. But and I liked it very much. I don't know. It would depend. But things like that, it depends whether or not the people who own the rights to the movie want me to do artwork for them. I know a lot of people just do artwork for video games or characters or things they want to do, or fan art type stuff. Fair use fan art's fine, but when people do it and they sell it, if I make something, I pretty much have to sell it because I have a company to run and employees to pay and things like that.